Rates are at historic NFL cornerbacks. Lions top draft pick Jeffrey Okudah ranking number 108. And the Lions' Desmond Trufant at 106. Former Lion Darius Slay ranking number 12. Legendary former Florida State coach Bobby Bowden testing positive for coronavirus at age 90. Reports he's feeling okay. Arizona coach Kevin Sumlin also testing positive today. Major League Baseball Divisional Series, 2-game ones today. Astros and Yankees this afternoon. Yankees and Rays tonight. Tigers reportedly interested in talking to Dodgers first base coach. That's George Lombard about the Tigers' managerial job. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Jeff Lesson. For more, 97.1 The Ticket or radio.com.
We got a lot of work to do. We're going to go back to work and we got to push forward. But obviously, we not a very good game.
When you got Lachlan, Stafford, and Patricia, that will give you higher yield.
We've got a lot of work to do, and we've got to be consistent in what we're doing.
When you got Robert Sheila, no direction, that will give you higher yield.
It's early in the year, but it's still going to be good.
When you got losses, pressure, disappointment, that's what gives you higher yield.
Obviously, we got to do a better job in those situations.
Great. Thanks, Coach.
One of the great commercials of all time turned into a lovely ditty by Roberta. All right, 4 o'clock, gorgeous fall afternoon. We're trying to, big picture, we're all okay, but I'm so tired of this franchise. I'm so tired of this team. I'm so sick of this family. But you know what else I'm sick of is Matthew Stafford. And the terrible part is, as Rico so eloquently stated, it's not like he's the biggest issue. But I will tell you, in fact, this year he's been bad. Not average, not above average, not good. He's been bad, guys. And yesterday is a prime example. Now, forget about the empty calories late in the game. I mean, this is a quarterback in an NFL football game in 2020 where he would barely crack 150 yards. Pre-empty calories. And Dave Burkett, friend of the program, wrote a great piece about this. How this offense, once it gets off its script early, it's like the TV commercial, Mom, and the mom's asleep, like her face is in the bowl of cake batter. It's a commercial for like narcolepsy.
Yeah.
Mom! That's what this offense is. But I took it a step further. Because, we've sat here and we've said, okay, Darrell Bevell, what is he? And I remember, Rico, I did this show, and it was in the summer. It was right before you joined us. And I talked about how their issue last year was, once they got to halftime, the third quarter, nothing they did worked. Meaning, when they would run it, it was bad. And then when they would pass on first down, it was even worse. They had lost all ability to be efficient. And the average fan will scream and go, well, wait a minute, we need to be more aggressive. We have number 9. Here's what's interesting. Do you want to know why things fell apart the way they did? You want to know a big indicator? Your $27 million a year quarterback yesterday on first down pass attempts. So it's 1st and 10. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to give number 9 a chance to make a play, right? Saints are probably keyed up against the run. We know they want to give the ball to Peterson on 1st and 10. Stafford on first down pass attempts, 2 of 9 with an interception, another pick called back, and a sack. 2 of 9. When you go 1st and 10 and don't go anywhere, whether it's a run or a pass, you are greatly reducing your ability for success. When you have a franchise quarterback in today's NFL where nobody can put their hands on anybody, nobody can cover anybody, 2 out of 9 and a pick. And one of his completions on first down was a 1-yard pass on the goal line. Rico, that is astounding. And yes, I'm a loser, and I went through the play chart, and I went through the drive recaps, and I started adding it up in my mind, and I'm going, all right, the offense fell apart. Did they do what they did in Arizona last week, where it was every 1st and 10, AP? They didn't. And in fact, Rico, the stats are identical in how awful they are. Because in the first half, Stafford was 1 of 5 on first down with an INT and a sack. In the second half, he was 1 out of 4 on first down passing attempts, INT called back. And in the drive he threw the pick, it cannot be understated here. actually bad. And when you're upset about how this goes with the defense, you're very right. Guys, Darrell Bevel really wasn't given any great options here. When your quarterback is 2 out of 9 on 1st and 10 passing downs, how do you win? How do you do it?
You're already behind everybody. You're at 2nd and 10, and you're probably going to end up being 3rd and 1 because now you're going to try to run the ball. That's not working. Now you're looking at 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7. I don't get it. I don't understand. I mean, they're missing people in their secondary. Mike, you would have thought it would have been easier to pass the ball.
That was the other. That's a great point. They were missing 2 starting corners, one of whom in Lattimore, who's all pro. You're going against their backups. And when I'm giving you opportunities to make plays on early down situations, your best opportunity for success to pass the ball, you're going 2 for 9 with a pick? That's what you're giving me? And oh, by the way, 17 out of 31 on the day. You barely cracked 200 yards. I'm sorry, man. That is lousy. And again, I'm going to say this. For the people who want to believe that Adrian Peterson is some kind of elixir at running back, 11 carries, 33 yards, goodbye. They got to stop with this. It has got to stop. DeAndre Swift got 4 carries. Kerryon got 3. I just figure it out. It's got to stop. Adrian Peterson is not an effective running back in the year of David's Lord 2020. It's got to stop. It ain't week 1 anymore. This isn't cute. It's not effective. It hasn't been effective. Please, dear God, like somebody, I don't know. I don't know. Somebody put a laxative in his pregame coffee. No more Peterson.
You know why, though? But I mean, we've said this. Peterson gives them the best chance to win now. They thought, okay, we got this win around Peterson. They're down starters. We have this game. We'll control the clock. And they didn't.
It's terrible.
I mean, you would think that Stafford, just trying to lead them back, would have more passing yards, but he didn't because, yeah, he's regressed. He's not that good, but we're not focused on him because there's so many other things going on that he is getting a free pass.
See, week one he was splendid. David, one moment. I do apologize. I mean, week 1 he was great. It was a revelation. 14 for 93. He started out the Green Bay game okay, but let's not kid ourselves. It was 7 carries, and he popped one early for 25, right? First play of the game, remember? Did the same thing the next week, but then he goes 21 carries for, 48 yards. This week, 11 for 35. It's like, dude, enough.
Yeah, I think Rico just mentioned something that has upset me. I think that's how and why you can blame Stafford. I think you can blame Stafford for the Peterson stuff. Because remember last year, to open the season, they tied Cardinals, right? But we all remember that you trust me stuff, right? Well, if you want your team and your coaches to trust you, then why aren't you out there running the offense that you're supposed to run? Why are you relying on Bevel to script early on in the game, give you stuff, yet later on in the game, once you're off the script, you look awful. You are supposed to be the veteran that leads your offense. This is your offense, not Patricia, not Bevel. But yet he goes out there and looks like that, and he doesn't demand Swift play. He doesn't demand that Kerryon play and be in position that he needs him to be. No, let Peterson play, and he says nothing, and how can you trust him then?
David, no, I agree.
Because I'm with him.
No, I agree, but then people get angry at me, but it's because he knows there's no pressure on this job. I just come out here and win. And people, well, you're acting like he doesn't want to win. He wants to win, but to what level does he want to win? Does he want to get in there, kick down some doors, and say, there's going to be some changes. We're going to bring these people in. We're playing these people. I'm going to call the plays. I've been in the league.
Hello. Getting close. You want me to give you half of that? Was it 700 total?
Stafford right here, right now, would you give us this pick? I would call up Washington. Hey, Ron,
I think owns this team.
Ron, I know you're not happy with Haskins. You got a great defensive line. What if we gave you a quarterback so you don't have to waste your pick on drafting another one? You can start drafting players around him. Because honestly, if I was Mike, if I was Stafford, I would have chased down Sean Payton in the tunnel and handed him my number. Hey, Sean, give me a call. We got to work something out this summer. But don't tell Drew. I can be your next guy.
It'd be amazing. It just, I have no belief in. I don't have a belief in any of these people. But like Sheila, Sheila's the reason we're sitting here with Quinn and Patricia here. I don't, if Sheila wasn't a part of the picture, I bet you Martha would have pulled the plug on these two bums.
Dude, well, I would hope so. Yeah, Sheila gave him the yeah, these are my guys. We're gonna go into this thing together, and
Patricia's talking right now. It's the bye week. Sheila Fordham should have to release a statement or speak. She said she'd be more available. You put a win now edict out there. You are credited with bringing these two scourges of the earth back. She should have to say something.
And Mike, I'm not telling you anything vague either. I'm not. Well, we need to be competitive. Not good enough. I need a hard number. I need playoffs. We are in the playoffs, and it actually helps because there's an extra team that gets to go. But they must make the playoffs, or this is non-negotiable. They don't make the playoffs. You guys don't even have to ask me. Once we're mathematically eliminated,
I'll be honest, Rico.
we'll get this thing done.
Like what? Creeping in at 7-9 in the pandemic year with an extra slot. You think that ought to save their jobs? I've seen what I need to see, and I think the people have seen what they need to see.
Right.
If you disagree with that, maybe that's a topic later in the week.
No, but see, Mike, I think she doesn't want to be the bad guy, so she needs to set something out there so that if they screw up, you know what? I gave you a chance. I trusted in you, and you failed me. And you betrayed me, and because of that, I got rid of you. I mean, it's the same thing Kevin Warren's doing with the Big Ten. I don't want to play this schedule, so I'm going to put up all of these different things, and if you screw it up, don't blame me, because I gave you the opportunity. That's what Sheila needs to do. Because, Mike, she can't be the bad guy, but this allows her not to be the bad guy. If you say you got to make the playoffs, or you got to hit 8 wins,
take it easy. Take it. I'm just saying, David's going to start screaming at you. I got to tell you about Mike Papura.
I thought he was auditioning for a rodeo.
That's actually David in the talkback right now. Listen, Mike Papura, National Method Plans. Listen, if you need short-term health care, Mike's got you covered. Plan for a month or 6 months. Plan has a max out-of-pocket $3,500. Covers 10 urgent care visits for free, the first $500. All accidents are covered, no cost to you. The only exclusion is